I'm Gretchen, and today I have hummus on the mind. If you guys saw my video yesterday, so yesterday we went over pesto to see if it passes my made from scratch test, and today I'm checking out another very popular condiment, which is hummus. And I just thought I'd see if I could, oh, there's a little one, if my homemade version can, how it stacks up to the store-bought version. So here we go. So I got started a little bit before I went live with you guys because from everything that I read about hummus, it says that one of the keys is to make sure that you blend your tahini a whole bunch before you started. And I didn't think that you'd want to sit here with me while I was blending tahini. So I have some tahini that's been in the food processor for, it's a little hard for you guys to see, for about 30, for about a minute so far. And now I'm just gonna scrape it down and then go for 30 seconds more. And since my 5-year-old, if you were following me yesterday, since she had such an issue with the consistency of my pesto, I wanted to make sure that I got the consistency right on this today. So we'll let that go for about 30 seconds more, and then we'll get ready for the next. So this is just a hummus recipe. I mean, literally, I googled easy hummus recipe, and this is one that popped up. I'll share it with you guys later. But it had a whole bunch. It had 5 stars, like a whole bunch of rave reviews. So I thought, hey, great place to start, right? So I've also read about hummus that it's very important that the order that you put things in your food processor actually makes a huge difference to your final product. So trying to make sure that I follow the directions exactly. So now this has been going, I'll say probably another 30 seconds, right? All right, that's good. And so next we are going to add, let's see, you would think I would multitask better than this, but I really don't. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of EVOO. And you know, like the great thing about hummus is, I don't know about you, but my kids love it. They love it on chips. They love it on veggies. We eat a lot of tortillas in our house instead of bread, and so they love it. Like if you smear it on the tortilla, then to put their like either meat or veggies or whatever and roll it up for lunches. That's big in our house. Garlic, okay. So I don't, if you saw yesterday too, my 5-year-old again, my opinionated one, was kind of critical about the amount of garlic I used in my pesto. So I think for my hummus, I might back off a little bit, just see if I can score some points with her. If you know her, she is definitely my biggest critic. And then some cumin, half a teaspoon. Let me make sure I'm putting the right thing in. And a little bit of salt. So again, my goal was to try to make this with things that you just naturally have at home. The recipes that I looked over a couple, and they actually said that you can leave out the tahini, because if you're like me, you don't just have tahini sitting around your house. They said you can either leave it out completely, or you can replace it with a little bit of peanut butter, because you know tahini is just sesame seeds. Like I said, for this one, I wanted to try to go as much by the recipe as I could. So I did go out and buy a thing of tahini. Based on how much is in here, I think I can make a lot of hummus. So let's get this blended. Now while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and get my garbanzo beans ready. Now again, you know, if you want to go like super healthy, natural, better than me, you can plan ahead and get some dried garbanzo beans and soak them overnight and then cook them. But again, I just went to my pantry and I had a can of organic garbanzo beans, so this is what I'll be using today. the there we go. Getting those nice and rinsed. So, kind of funny, one of the vlogs, or, so I do the stretch. One of the recipes I read for hummus actually suggested that you go in and take the individual garbanzo beans and peel each one to remove the skins. That you got a better consistency, but yeah, that's not happening here. So we are just going with what we have. Okay, so we're gonna add half the chickpeas, and I just rinse them real quick to get some of the, just to rinse them off, get all that extra stuff off of them. Now again, from what I've been reading about hummus, there's a lot of options. Some folks say that you want to leave, you know, like the juice that the beans are in the can, that you want to leave that. It gives them some extra flavor. Personally, I rinse all my beans, anything that I have in a can, just to get everything off of them and get down to the basic bean as much as possible. So when I was looking at hummus, has me kind of excited. Because, I mean, we eat hummus a lot, and it's so good for you. And, you know, if you're a 21-day fix or a portion fix person, hummus is an approved, let me see if I can grab it, blue container. But there seems to be so many varieties out there. You know, today when I was at the store and I picked up one that I'm going to use for my blind taste test this afternoon when the kids get home, I was just, I mean, you've got garlic, you've got basil ones, you've got roasted red pepper, you've got like the olives. So I think if this works, that it could get really fun trying to mix it up a little bit. My husband and I we really like spicy. So, you know, I could definitely see if I get a good recipe and a good base going where, you know, we might add some roasted jalapenos or something. And obviously my kids would go with the much more basic version. And I did forget, see, I get talking and I don't do what I'm supposed to do. Let's add the 2 tablespoons of water just to, again, I gotta work on this consistency for my 5-year-old, right? All right, let's get that going again and see what we think. So time-wise, I mean, this is taking a little bit longer than my pesto yesterday. I'm very interested to see what the taste is like and what my kids think, most of all, right? All right, so it does say, again, like consistency is kind of everything. So they tell you to keep scraping it down. This is looking pretty good. I think it just might pass the test. I am going to throw in just a little bit more water. My kids don't like things as thick as my husband and I do. All right, let's go for the last one and then we'll do the taste test. I don't know if you can see her in the background, I have a helper today. He was eating me out of graham crackers. Ooh, it's smelling good too. All right, we'll stop there. Let's see. Ooh. All right, let me show you guys that. I mean, if it's all about looks, I think I've got a winner. Looks pretty much like hummus, huh? So let's give it a little taste and see what we think. Yum. All right, there may not be much left when the kids get home. That is super yummy. I can tell where the tahini, I can definitely taste the tahini in it, and I could see where peanut butter, when I first read that about replacing tahini with peanut butter, I was like, ugh. I don't know that I want peanut butter in my hummus, but tasting the homemade with the tahini in it, I could see where those two could work pretty good together. So check back later, and I will give you the update from the kids, see what they think between Mom's homemade and the store-bought version. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you will continue to take this condiment journey with me, and let's see if it's better homemade or store-bought. Have a blessed day. Take care.